Okay, let us begin. Right, so today we're going to be just possibly, as usual, cleaning up or reviewing some models, thinking about how they might be, and it's Marlowe's turn to get reviewed again, since he's always doing loads of stuff, so that's great. Not all of this stuff is perfection itself, but that's okay, we kind of expected that. Can't make things right the first time. And he kind of does a better job than me, so whatever. Let's just get things going. And today's music is actually going to be for a mod. So there's a Supcom music mod that is being made right now, and these are some of the music tracks from it. So have fun with that. Let's begin. Right. And this is probably going to be the Amphibious tank. I kind of just thought about it, and I saw the unit first, and then I figured that it needs a role second. We needed an Amphibious tank, but the previous design for it wasn't that good. So this is kind of working on that. And I'm just kind of still wrapping around my head. So I'm just tracing around the existing shapes, not really doing anything important with them. One idea I want to have is kind of land to water transition animation. So wants to do something. But I don't know what it's going to be yet, because it's one thing to say I want one, but it's another one to say that this is how it should be, this is how it should work. So right now I'm just thinking whether I want the tracks to slide in and out, so it's kind of like this. You possibly can't see it on the screen. So here's your tank, whatever. And then these tracks kind of go in and out or something. Like this. I don't really know if that's really going to work though. So we will just have to see. Oh yeah, and I wanted to work on the back, so while I'm thinking about the animation, you can actually do the back as well. So kind of just making it a little bit more square, kind of industrial looking perhaps. Just take that corner a bit more, and then this can be the engine thing. Think of some way to animate it. This is what I do when I don't know what to do. I just make it someone else's problem. New front. I've already drawn the front before the start of the stream. This kind of pretty weird and boxy. It wants to be a lot more smooth than this kind of shape with the tapered That was a sneeze. This kind of shape with the tapered kind of trapezium thing, that works pretty well. So used on multiple Nomads models already, and it's going to be used on them forever, presumably. And then the last thing to look at is going to be the weapon, which is some kind of missile rocket thing, except that I kind of want it to be good. Someone said, "Bless me for sneezing." I feel blessed. Let's see if Marlo's made any complaints in the Discord. Nope, all is well. Let's carry on then. Okay. Because right now, this is a bit, well, it's not lame, but it's getting to there. It's getting to being lame. The current idea is that it's a kind of pop-up missile launcher. I like the idea of a pop-up missile launcher because then it plays well with the Amphibious kind of idea, that then you can fold it in and make it all waterproof, and then it's kind of dynamic and interesting in that it goes in and out of the water and stuff. But this particular setup might not be the best thing ever, and as we know, if it might not be the best thing ever, then it's my fault for not trying harder enough with the design. So unless we're certain that it is the best thing ever, not good enough. And I also want to add some kind of antenna thing. So I'm actually thinking of being a bit of a criminal and making a little bit of an asymmetric design over here, so that we can have a bit of a kind of fold out thing, and then the antenna can go in here. Like so. And we'll just switch to not red but blue. And top of the image is a little bit cropped, so it can't quite fit. But you know. Antenna. There we go. And well, right now we're going to colour this in blue as well, because we can. So it kind of stands apart from the model a little bit. I haven't heard any complaints from Marlo yet, which means he's probably not watching. Oh well. But other than that, this kind of looks pretty good. It's almost suitable as a T3. You know, I just don't really know what to do with this thing. So what we'll actually do is we'll just make a new layer, make it a little bit transparent, and then do the old zoom out, turn off some of that. And then just have a go. Because what I don't want to do is, I don't want to do this, which is where you put like a big turret on there, because it kind of ruins the whole composition of the unit. It's pretty much complete I think that's kind of a problem for it, is that if you add something on here, it ruins the balance, because it's kind of finished. It's a semicircular sort of shape with a flat top, and the flat top plays well. It's done. It shouldn't have a gun, and that's kind of what I'm struggling with, because it needs one. So we'll need to think about that, which is kind of why it's got this minimal pop-up thing, but not entirely why. Part of that is that pop-up thing was there before. And it's just sort of idea that I didn't really change. So maybe it's time for more pop-ups, and let's actually just uncrop it a little bit. Create a new layer. There. This music is feeling all like dramatic and epic, and I'm just here struggling to draw a tank. It's a suitable challenge. I wonder if you can have a rectangular pop-up, and that would give us more space to play with it. Let's turn off this. Oh, that's not. Let's turn off. Let's just get rid of that. There we go. Because then we can take the other changes we've made into account while not being distracted by the pop-up here. I keep coming back to the shape. It just seems to. Now just drawing some kind of thing. I want it to be a kind of asymmetrical weapon. So it's more interesting as it turns around, so it's not just like a box and then when the box is on the side it's just the same. But if it's kind of thing like this, when it tilts it really changes the profile of the unit from the top as well. So should be something like that, but maybe I'm drawing it on the wrong side or something. I've drawn a box, but I don't want it to be a box. Let's just think about it. Because here's a good thing actually to show. There is a special very special link. And it shows all of the weapons that the Nomads have planned, and this is where T2 hover tank, so it's not a hover tank, it's an amphibious tank, will come in. So it's got like these missile torpedoes, and one thing that would be good is for these to be the same weapon or similar looking weapons with each other, so then it's kind of looking like the same faction rather than them being made randomly. So there's all sort of thing to do with that, and one of the weapons is kind of it needs to go on the T2 gunship. So maybe one approach we could do is start with designing a completely different weapon type and then seeing if we can put it onto here, because I'm kind of having difficulty doing it by itself, but if I'm more constrained, it's actually easier usually. People think that limits make you less creative, but that's not true. They make you more creative to a certain extent. And then you get too constrained, and at that point that means you're not smart enough to outcreate your way from your constraints. If you were even smarter, then you'd be even better, and then you can get more and more limited but still get what you want. So this is actually me just designing a completely different weapon for a plane. So kind of it's on the side of her. I'm just thinking, maybe now it could sort of go on the side, because it needs to shoot down as well from the gunship's perspective, and then we put the same kind of thing. And then this entire thing can go unpack and pack, which would be awesome. One thing it also wants though is a kind of camera thing. No, I don't know where to quite put it. Alright, I think it's time to zoom in again. And what I'm doing here is I'm kind of making an interesting sort of thing, rather than having a standard kind of box as a missile launcher. We have two boxes, which is twice as interesting, right? And the idea here is that it actually deploys so that this box goes in and out, up and down, that kind of thing. While it's reloading, perhaps. Although I do kind of want this thing to be able to rotate up and down as well. So let's think about that for a minute. Let's actually make a new layer. So now we've got that option 1 saved. Now let's have it point upwards. This is really drastic, or kind of overdone even. It won't point upwards that much, but the point is to just see where the constraints are, see where the limits are, so we're just exploring various possibilities right now. so I don't really know how to make it. I'll play that without. Now sort of making the front middle holdy thing a little bit taller as well. I'm just trying to think of cool shape to make that, so it's not just a kind of box. It has a radar on the side or something, but this kind of looks like a, you know, those like turrets with the thing in the middle and the arms on the side. You kind of have the two arms, but I don't really like that. So, don't really like that. You want something more awesome than that. So let's try something else. What I'm thinking now is almost a kind of gun, but it'll shoot missiles. Can have two barrels on it. Kind of a. It's actually, if we. Oh, they're being pinged. See what we got. Oh, the guy wants a music playlist. Well, the music playlist is top secret. It's from an unreleased music mod for Supcom. So when that's released, you will be able to play with it. How awesome is that? But it's not my music, so I can't really, you know. Actually, wait, I can, because the guy's published it, so that means it's okay. Give me one moment while I. And is it? There you go. Let's see. Here you go. This is where it's from. Since he's released all of it, I suppose that makes it okay. But yeah, this is actually going to be in a mod. I've written all the code for it already, so whenever that guy's ready, it will be released. By the way, did you know that the original Supcom code for music is actually pretty bad? It doesn't support more than one music track because, you know, reasons. It kind of plays one and then it just stops, doesn't actually carry on, so I had to make that work. Because they only have one piece of music in the entire game. Kind of two. But yeah. I like this. I want to draw it horizontal and just kind of a thinking of a dump barrel thing, which will then unpack the barrels. Yeah, that's much better. Let's just make it a little bit longer. We make it like this. And how does this thing turn up? This is interesting because looks like good old this guy. This gets me thinking. What if I just put that, you know, thicken up the missiles, put that on there, and then the entire gun can actually sink down into the unit when it's not needed, and then possibly just sort of poke out a little bit for the underwater thing, because what it needs is it needs to be able to fire torpedoes while it's underwater, and it's going to be the same weapon that does that. It's going to be missiles and torpedoes in one. So it could be kind of a two-stage weapon where it unpacks a little bit for the torpedoes and it unpacks the whole way for the land mode. So if we just draw it from the top, that means it's actually going to be flat topped like this and interesting bottomed like this maybe, or something, so that when it packs up it's flat and then it can poke up a little bit and then just go. So this kind of stuff's important to do so it actually works. You can't just fudge it, you know, fudging it's not enough. This is water mode, and then we get that guy out of the way. Oh, there you go. Then land mode can be like the whole thing coming out like this. No, maybe this guy's not really packed like this. No, and like a radar and whatever. I like that. This is happy retards. Me. Now let's just draw this thing to scale. So it needs a box to come out of, and it's going to be weapon rather than circular shaped, I guess. Let's see. Oh, this guy's sending me pictures. No. So the reason why is that it's going to fire a few missiles over a long distance, and this is already kind of decided. So, you know, yeah, it's basically a different type of weapon from this. Also, these are kind of stationary turrets, which don't unpack, so they don't look like they are going to unpack, and making them unpack is actually going to make it look pretty difficult, so you kind of need to make your own stuff. Copying is good, but you have to copy everyone at the same time in order to look like your original. That's how it works. So this thing goes here, and then when it's unfolded it's actually going to be pretty big. It's going to have like a kind of thing like this, and then when it's unfolded it's going to be make this a little bit more square looking. I think the square kind of helps with the making it look weird. The point is you want to weaponize your weirdness. You want to put things. Actually, I don't know if making the square does look weird, but the weirdness thing is important. So you want to weaponize your weirdness, and you want to put some things that are weird on purpose in order to make it look interesting. But you don't want to do it too much, because then it won't look recognizable. So, yeah, always a challenge. The animation for this is going to be awesome, by the way, because this thing needs to come up first, that thing needs to come up second, because the whole thing is flat, so these actually need to be disconnected from each other, and they're going to slide past each other as they're going up. So, kind of need to... Oh. That was the save key as opposed to the undo key. And then the radars are going to be unfoldable like this, and then that's going to have the outline with a hole in it. Turns up. There we go. Hopefully Marlowe, when he gets back, because he's the modeler for this, is going to understand what the hell's going on. It is a bit confusing. In fact, to make it a little bit less confusing, I'm just going to make this thing semi-transparent. So you can kind of see it, but it doesn't really look like an important line. Let me copy some orange and put it on here. And then what you do is you actually copy both layers. So you can kind of see how it do. Oh, getting lost in my layers, not good. Then let's copy that color, uniform. Pop-up missile launcher. No, pop-up missile thing. There we go. Your opinions are welcome. Oh, by the way, if anyone wants to be notified of next future streams, you wanna do the ping me in Discord, and then I'll add you to a special role where you get the green color and you get like to bask in everyone's attention at the top of the list, like that. So do that. and you get pinged every time a new stream comes up, whereas you don't get pinged every time a new stream comes up otherwise. Have you seen none of that matters. I really hate being that guy, but basically it's about how it looks, not about how you explain it. That's the important thing about design, is that no matter what words you say, the actual drawing, like no matter what I say about this, it's not going to change. We couldn't even check this out. This is super realistic, and you see not a single pixel moved. Yeah, basically that's why justifying doesn't actually work with design, because it doesn't change the design. So yeah. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to ping Marlow. Some flat, please. Okay, and I think we might be out of music. No, we're not. We have 7 minutes of music left. And we're going to have to find some new music. So, music recommendations, welcome. Although I won't take them. I'll take them next stream if they're good. There we go. And now, I wanted to work on another Marlow model. This one is further ahead. It's the one where he said, "You suck" on it. And I agree. It does. It kind of looked bad. The issue is that he kind of did it off a sketch that I did, but my sketch was really, really bad. And I'm gonna try and find the sketch, but it was very hard to understand if he didn't make it. So he kind of got the idea a bit wrong, it feels like. So I'm gonna need to make it myself, or at least make some of it myself, and then he can make the rest of it. Just to sort of show what it's really all about. And I don't know which channel I put in. This is the problem. I put these sketches without saving them, when I really should not do that. Let's see. It's probably not here. It's probably maybe here. Some of it's here. He's still got stuff in the queue. But still got this to do. But the thing is he doesn't want to do all of it. So, and that's fine. You know, if you don't want to do it, then don't. So it's my job to provide work for everyone. Keep things running so that everyone's happy. And Marlow wasn't happy with that model, so that's fine. That's my problem, not his. I can't. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know where it is. Wait, is that it? Much better than this, yeah. Oh goodness, I don't remember where it went. Let's search for me. How do you do this? What's my name? Why doesn't it show my name? Am I being dumb? Do I need to disable streamer mode? Yeah. Huh. Well, I don't care about that. Apparently I typed too much. This is a great stream, isn't it? I'm just scrolling through my old stuff. Well prepared. Here we can see me commenting on the T1 tank. And yeah, this one's cool if you haven't seen it. Check this out, the antenna packs. There we go. That's what we like to see. You know, that's what we spend time working on, doing stuff like that, which you won't be able to see if you zoom out even a little bit. So, no, it's to a tank. Text string the tank. Oh, there we go. Where did this go? Oh, it was here. I just didn't scroll up far enough. No. It was 8 days ago. Oh yeah, check this out. So the issue with this is that it looks completely different to what he did. So I need to do it again. Essentially. Which is what we're going to do. So let's just open up a browser window. In the top secret screen, put that here, and then whip out the old ketchup, or rather SketchUp, and then we're going to actually swap scenes. There you go, much better. Let's actually move this down like that so you can see this awesome tank over here, and let's get on with it. So here's my box. Right, then we just rearrange things for ketchup modeling. So I need to move my screens around and stuff. Right. So what I'm doing is I'm just getting the general shape of this thing. And what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to be a kind of pop-out TML. So kind of like this, actually. Where this thing, it goes in and then it goes down. It goes like, or kind of something like that anyway. And then this thing goes in. Oh yeah, I remember. I even drew it here over. Yeah, look at that. So this thing goes in, and then this thing goes in and up, like that. So let's just do that. Let's just draw some rectangles on there, split this up a little bit. We can always figure out the shapes later, but it's kind of important to get the overall movement right. Let's see. This is some weird modeling I'm doing. There we go, and then we just want to extend it out a bit, so it's a kind of like great big in your face kind of thing. So when it's tilted up, it's really prominent feature. It's like exquisitely long, like something else. And then potato. I'm reading messages and it's hard to say. I need a no a reaction. Because I don't have one. I need like the king meme where it's like the dude with the square jaw and all that saying yes. I need one of those for no, so I can just say no. The only thing, no, I don't care about that because I clean up my models before doing that. So, and this is a vertex-based program. Like it's got, you know, edges and stuff, and you can kind of see that it's got 18 edges, and that means it's got. It doesn't actually show you the vertices, but you can move the vertices. You can't select them. I mean, it's a bit weird, but you know, CAD-based programs have vertices in them anyway. Unless it's like SolidWorks or something weird, I don't know. I don't do that kind of stuff, but it exists. Kind of neat. I'm thinking now. I think all CAD programs, 3D programs, have vertices because how else do you define a solid or not solid? Because pretty much no one ever uses um, voxels, and the only other way to define anything as 3D is to use vectors, 3D vectors. So, kind of have to. There's NURBS, NURBS, or whatever, and there's all kind of stuff, but that is just ways of defining vectors. So, yeah, it's all the same. And then that can go up like this. There you go. So, what does this one have to do? In fact, what we'll do is make two of them so we can work on them at the same time. This is your unpacked state. Wait, packed. Then what happens is, because we're awesome, when you change one, you change the other. So you know that it will line up perfectly. This is how to make things work, you know? And we are out of music. What a disaster. I'll fix that in a minute. Here's my favorite angle, the 45-degree angle. Let's just fix that as well. I don't know if I got that line actually. There we go. So, something like that. The issue, and there is an issue, is that it needs a third part to it. And that third part needs to be here, and it needs to be stationary, so let's actually just do that. And then go down, make it a new one. Go on here, making a mess. That's what happens when you rush things. What's this angle anyway? That's bad. That means this one isn't. Oh, I know why it isn't. Goodness me. I know why it's not, because it needs to be thicker. Now it's the same. There we go. So, Yeah. This baby. Right, new music. I keep getting distracted. Alright, let's witness something. Let's just put on the piano music. Never goes wrong. Let's go. And actually, let's see. I have some new tracks. There you go. I need to put them in the right folder as well. There you go, all done. Anyway, now we are super happy. Let's see if Marlo's made any more complaints. Nope. All is well. Alright, back to this guy. Wow. Oh yeah, you can't scale 1 if you need to do this. Let's see. See how deep we can make it. Then we need to make a body for it, because right now it's got a big hole. And I kind of just want to rearrange this thing a little bit. Oh yeah, this guy. What I'm not happy about is how this behaves, because I want it to be more like this on this side, so it's kind of got a thin seam, and then this thing can poke out from the front. How do? That's how do. It's a bit messy, but that's okay. Whoops, I accidentally made it. What? Oh, come on. 0.95. Yeah, there we go, much better. Ugh. Disgusting. Let's see what we can do about that. Now. Because you don't want to have too many moving parts either. That's bad. I want 4, 3 even. So this moving part, and then that one. And then that one needs to move with this one. Let me just think about this. Oh well, we can do that later. So this is it. And now let's just open up. Oh, T1 tank. Why do work when you can copy paste? Just wait for that. There we go. That's SketchUp speed. So there we go. Yeah, this is what T1 tank barrels look like. In other words, amazing. Right, so what do I want? I want to copy everything. Yeah, why not? Don't need that. Okay. Oh. Since the tank is also the correct scale, let's copy there. Well, I'm a retard. I don't have a scale cube in this. Whatever. this? Let's just check it's the right size. Yep. Right. And TML needs to be 4 of those. I think. Yeah. So how big be this? Actually, that's an appropriate size. I'm wondering now whether I should instead be doing more drawing instead of modeling. How's this? There you go. I'll do a little bit of drawing. So, I think this is actually a good time. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a new file. I always keep an empty file because of habit reasons. So I'll go out. So let's do the old swiftly swap. And I kind of stopped bothering laying out pictures. I just kind of zoom in somewhere and it's good enough, right? So what I'm thinking of now is I'm actually going to put this guy on the third screen, or maybe just the second screen, just to draw it again. Because when you're drawing it, you can obviously just do whatever you want. It doesn't have to be 3D, or even work. Like this doesn't work at all, but kind of just lets you sketch out nice things and then you can make them work later. I am wondering whether it should be packed up like a box. And then you can just unpack it. And then there's your little. Well, I kind of want to maybe move it a little bit. Well, that looks okay. Let's do it. Yeah. The sound important. The sound effects are the most important part of the design process. Gotta go. You know, if you don't make the and it doesn't sound right, you know, we're gonna have a good model. I think this is okay. What I do want to do is copy, paste again. Actually, nah, let's just make a new layer. And get rid of that. Actually, nah, we don't need to get rid of that. It makes it look so much better. Because it distracts you away from the actual terrible design. Huh. Make this guy bigger. Ugly. But I do want to have it longer. Because then you can put the holder somewhere roughly in the middle, so it looks like it's balanced, you know. And then our master had judged me for making a for making this, which is to say this kind of shape where it's got a sharp corners everywhere. He's a fan of making it rounder, so I'm gonna try and make it rounder. He's better than me at this, so let's do what he says. And then he goes off and draws this. I'm gonna do the old blue swap again and then make this in here. Let's see what is required. One. I don't know if that's a good thing actually, having a corner like this. Oh no! I forgot to do a thing, okay. Let's do it real quick. There we go, now it's okay to do that, because it changed. There we go, much better. Oh, come on. That's what happens when you miss your hotkeys. Press the wrong thing and it does the wrong thing. There we go. That's the most important thing. Yeah. There we go. That's the thing, I want it to move forward as well. I'm just wondering how to make this connection because there's a gap there now. I don't like this. I have solved the problem. Huh. Yeah, there you go. That works. And then that can move even forwarder. There's your TML. That's it folded up, and then we're gonna grab this old guy. Copy, paste, scale. Oh. This isn't the right way of doing it, but I'm doing it. That's the thing with I don't think it's got a hotkey for flip along. Not everything is perfect. Now let's put this at the middle, but also a little bit behind. Let's see. The problem with this is that it's completely a wrong holder. It's a terrible idea to do this, which is exactly why I'm doing it. Because it just doesn't work with it at all. Like, which retard would put that on a TML and expect it to look good? I'm having too much fun. Let's just have one more. Okay. Right. Yeah, I like this thing. It needs a lot more stuff, though. This is just the launcher itself. It needs like you know, the middle, the radar thing, like it needs that much stuff, and then you can sort of grab it, put it in the middle, and it can be there, and then you put like a thing of some kind, you know. This is retard sanctioned official TML model. See, this is what you're gonna get, guys. But you know, it's gonna spin. I don't really know what I'm doing at this point. I think we've had enough fun for today. This side is better. I'm just gonna take a screenshot. Send it to Marlo. Before we do that, we need to move it to the bottom screen where my pen works. And then I'm gonna give it the old pencil treatment. That's all. This is the most important part. Spreading affection to your colleagues. Okay. I don't know why he doesn't like unpacking weapons. I think they're great. They're just... Wait, what does this mean? What does that mean? Did he actually like it? You know, I'm on the edge of my seat. Wait, what does mode mean? I don't really mode that much. I am confused. I am super confused. What does this mean? He's typing. This is butt clenching moment. Ah, yes. There we go. All is well. No, he doesn't like it. Yes, I was about to think something went very wrong. Everything is right. It's fine. you know, I thought he was actually gonna like it, and then I just didn't know what to do in that case. It's a shame he said that. This is a negotiation with colleagues. This is how it's done. He's typing. Meanwhile, let's just... Let's actually check what the success rate is. We got a good old... this guy. Okay, yes, so that's 2 yeses. I like both of those weapons. 1 no. That doesn't count. 2 no. That's not a good weapon. That's already been counted. 2 yes, 2 no. That doesn't count, that's mine. That's already been counted. This one's hard because I need to redo it, but let's just call it. Let's just not count that one either. 3 no. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, that's just a box. Like you. 4 no. That's 4 no and 2 yes. Anyway, I think we're done for today. Your pings to me are welcome. What you do is you ask for the stream watcher role and you get it, and then you get the green color, like this guy. You get pinged every time a stream is up. Do it. Or ban. Or something like that. Anyway, that's it for today. See you next time.